elected delegates, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me thank Governor Wike for making it possible for me to address you this morning. He also went to Adamawa and addressed the delegates. And he asked for 50%. I will ask for 60%. But honestly, in terms of infrastructural development, other aspects of human development, let me concede that Governor Wike is the best. And I also want to commend all of you and all PDP supporters in this state for having remained a consistent PDP state, both in governance and out of governance. What I mean, whether we control the federal government or not, Rivers has continued to be a consistent PDP state. So, I want to commend your loyalty in this state. I am not a new person in Rivers State. I hope you know that. I have been associated with this state since 1983. Of course, you know that one of my major business enterprises is located in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. When the government of Shehu Shagari abandoned the One port because of economic depression that time, we came to say, no, look, we could take over the port, borrow money from abroad, and try to develop it. And with the support of the federal government, we were granted that permission. Today, One port has remained one of the major ports in the country and has remained an alternative to Lagos and other ports in this country. So this has been my association with Rivers State and Port Harcourt in particular since then. And my eldest son has lived here in Port Harcourt for not less than 18 years. And today, of course, he's the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure in Adamawa State. So, my relationship with Port Harcourt has been a very long one. There is no way in my life, whether privately or publicly, I will not protect the interests of Rivers State. So let me assure you that what anybody from Rivers can do for you, Atiku will also do for you. But honestly, on another note, I really would want to say that their chairman was a member of our cabinet when we were in office. And he knows the achievement of our government at that time. We met Nigeria at a very, very low level when we came in 1999. We had no foreign reserves. We had debt. The price of crude was less than $20. The economy was in shambles. The unity was being threatened because Abacha had annulled one of the freest elections. There was tension in the country. And as a PDP government, we first of all tried to restore the unity of the country. And how did we do it? Despite the fact that PDP won a landslide victory all over the country, we still felt we had a responsibility to unify the country and to give every part of this country a sense of belonging. So that's why we went and set up a government of national unity. We brought the NPP, we brought the AD, we brought everybody. After we set up the government, there was calm. There was no longer protest. There was no longer lack of peace in this part of the country. And then we started to govern. Can you govern without uniting people and bringing peace? It's very important. Today we have also found ourselves in a very, very similar situation, because the APC government has been a one-sided government, and therefore there is disunity. Because of disunity, now we are facing insecurity all over the country. That was why in my declaration speech, I said, number one item for me is to make sure I reunify this country. I give a sense of belonging to each and every part of this country. I give a sense of belonging to every ethnic group. I give a sense of belonging to every religious group. After unifying the country, then we tackle the insecurity, because unless we restore law and order, peace, we cannot do anything. After restoring law and order, that is security generally, we now move into the economy. You know, we have the experience of dealing with the economy. We took Nigeria from the bottom to the highest economy in Africa. Now, APC has taken us back to the bottom again. Down to the bottom. Top to bottom. So, that is why, even though this is not relevant to you people in Rivers, because you have always been PDP, that's why I just cannot understand how somebody can vote for APC in this country. Because we have suffered and we are suffering. And then I said, I will also make sure that our educational system is very well looked after. Today, we have all our public universities closed down for several months. Our children have been out of school. Not because we have not instituted institutions during PDP to make sure that there is enough funding for these institutions, but because they are stealing the money. I will make sure nobody steals public money. I swear or lie to lie. And of course, after dealing with education, we can now look at the issue of restructuring the country. So these are the priority areas I have identified when I made my declaration speech. Yes, we need young men and women to be brought up to succeed us. But when sometimes we run into crisis and turbulent waters, we also need people who have the experience, the capacity, like Dino said, and also the temperament to deal with various agitations and challenges. This is a unique period in the history of our country. That is what we should look at. Very unique period in the history of our country. We are facing challenges, be it economic, the security, unity, education, name it. So I think this is what I want you to bear in mind when making a decision about the future of this country. Because the decision you are going to make today is not about even today. It's about the future of your children and your grandchildren. So, Mr. Chairman, please convey our most sincere appreciation to the Governor for giving us the opportunity to interact with delegates from Rivers State, and we hope that we will have a rancor-free convention and eventually all unite to make sure that PDP wins this time. PDP must win this time. Please, I beg of you, whatever may be the outcome of the convention, PDP must win at this time. We have been in opposition for 8 years. We cannot continue, we cannot afford to be in opposition for another 8 more years. We will die as a party, God forbid. So I plead with you, no matter what may be the outcome of the convention, let's unite and make sure PDP wins. So, as I said, Mr. Chairman, convey our appreciation to the Governor, and when I see him, I will also personally convey our gratitude to him. So I thank you very much. PDP! PDP! Power to the people! Thank you.